If you've been using AI to update your resume and not getting results, you're not alone. We're seeing more executives unknowingly weaken their resumes by relying too heavily on AI tools. In this video, I'll show you the right way to use AI so your resume actually positions you for higher level opportunities, not filtering you out. By the end of this video, you'll know why starting with AI is the biggest mistake professionals make, how to use AI strategically to enhance, not replace, your resume, and the exact prompts and approach we use with our clients to get results. If you don't know me, I'm Portia of Fly High Coaching, where we've helped thousands of executives and professionals soar to their full potential in their careers. First, you want to start with a strong foundation before you ever touch any AI tool. AI should refine your resume, not create one from scratch or completely overhaul a weak resume. A professionally rewritten resume should be your baseline. That's for a lot of reasons that I have talked about before on this channel. AI lacks context about your career trajectory, leadership scope, and strategic impact. Executives and experienced professionals, they need the right positioning, not just formatting or keyword stuffing that sounds unnatural. You've probably heard the phrase garbage in equals garbage out. That is used a lot when talking about AI. If your resume lacks clarity, metrics, or direction, AI is just going to amplify those weaknesses. AI cannot invent credibility. It can really only remix or summarize what you give it. If you want help structuring your job search the smart way, download our free Smart Job Seekers Guide linked below. Your resume is a positioning document. It's not a job description. Focus on your leadership narrative, the scope of what you did, and the results that you were able to generate. AI struggles with nuance like executive branding and differentiation. Your human strategy is going to be better than the speed of AI. Resume writing is about storytelling, career strategy, and market positioning. AI is a tool, it is not a strategist. So, investing in professional help can really help you frame that story the right way. Sometimes people ask me, when do I know that I need professional help with my resume? One, if you feel that pit in the bottom of your stomach, like things aren't working, or you've been submitting many resumes and not getting the amount of positive responses back, then it's obvious that you might need some professional help. Also, if you're doing a career pivot, career pivots can be very complex. I generally recommend it for senior level roles, executive level roles, people who have just kind of inconsistent career path as well that might not make sense to someone just looking at your resume. That can be really helpful in terms of working with a professional. The second thing that you want to consider is that you want to use AI as a strategic editor, not a writer. So AI works best when it's used for optimization, clarity, and customization, not writing things from scratch. So use AI to tailor your resume to job descriptions. You can extract keywords and required competencies to align your language without copying the job posting. I think that's what a lot of people end up doing when they're tweaking their resume themselves and when they're using AI. And it comes off very unnatural. And what a lot of people don't know is that recruiters can tell if you've used AI. And a lot of these applicant tracking systems or ATS systems can tell people, hey, with 95% certainty, we think AI was used in this resume. Doesn't set a great impression for you. You want to refine resume bullets, those bullet points, for impact. Ask AI to strengthen metrics, action verbs, and clarity. So, an example might be rewrite this bullet to emphasize business impact and leadership outcomes. You also can use AI to improve readability and executive tone. So, sometimes it can help simplify complex language or industry jargon. So, you want to ensure that your resume sounds polished but not robotic. You definitely want to look at the nuance there. AI can also help you identify gaps or missed opportunities. So you could ask your preferred AI tool, what achievements or metrics are missing from this experience? And it could help you with brainstorming some things that you maybe have done in the past. It's great for self auditing in that way. You also want to avoid over automation. So you don't want to let AI rewrite your entire resume blindly. Overusing AI can lead to generic and forgettable content that I've talked about before. And finally, you want to avoid common AI resume mistakes that get you rejected. Misusing AI can quietly disqualify you from positions, especially at the executive levels. What I'm hearing a lot more now is executives who tell me, oh, Portia, I've been looking for 6 months, a year, 2 years for a role, and I haven't had any interviews. I ask them, what are they doing? And they say, oh, I'm using ChatGPT to help me with every resume that I submit. And then I look at their resume and I could see that it sounds like ChatGPT is helping them with every resume. Not helpful. It doesn't help you stand out. Companies a lot of times know that AI might be used, but they don't want to feel like they know this is AI when they're looking at your resume. And they do that by seeing generic and templated language. So recruiters can spot this AI generated content instantly. You've got to remember they're looking at tens or hundreds of resumes a day. They can also see when the language lacks specificity and executive voice. It sounds like everybody else. Something else that's unnatural is keyword stuffing for ATS systems. So over optimization can backfire. Modern ATS systems prioritize relevance and readability. So if it sounds too wordy, if it sounds unnatural, it picks up on those things. Also, using different AI tools can lead to inaccurate or inflated claims. AI is known for fabricating or exaggerating achievements. It will just add things in there for you. And there are people that use AI and they're using it heavily with their resume. Things have been added. And then when they get in an interview, they cannot speak to that bullet point or that accomplishment. And this damages their credibility in the interview with the interviewer. Also, over reliance on AI really reduces the impact, I'll say, of your professional brand. So your resume should reflect your leadership identity, who you are. AI often strips away that uniqueness and makes you sound, again, like everyone else. Another challenge is ignoring strategy and targeting. So your resume should align with your career goals, not just a job posting. I'll say that again. Your resume should align with your career goals, not just a job posting. And many people overlook that. AI doesn't understand long-term positioning. So it's a tool. It's trying to do and produce the result that you said that you wanted, but it's not necessarily thinking big picture about your career or even just your career trajectory at that company. So if you take one thing away from this video, don't let AI build your resume from scratch. Start with a strong, strategically written foundation. Then, if you want, you could use AI to refine, tailor, or elevate it. That's how you stand out in a competitive market. And if you want expert eyes on your resume or help positioning yourself for your next leadership role, check out our links below and learn how we can support you. And if you enjoyed this video, please subscribe.